I have done it. I have got the Dashing Dad achievement. I have beaten the game and my time was 2 hours and 48 minutes, and I did not use any weapons with infinite ammo. I'm here today to show you how I've done that, but I'll be using a little bit of assistance from the Wolfsbane, because I did go ahead and used whatever points I got up there to get that and some other things. I probably should have got that too, but that's okay. I got other stuff instead. I got the figures, I think. But let's just load up our save and just get right into it, and I'll just commentate as I see fit. So it'll be very minimal. It's going to be kind of funny because you have to skip the cutscenes. It seems like some of the cutscenes in this add on to your time. So if you're curious about that, just skip all of them. But there's also little bits in here that look like they're cutscenes, but they're not really. And I might be pausing from time to time just so the viewer can see at which parts they don't have to pause at, I guess. Or if I just remember not to pause. We'll see what ends up happening. Even though I am going to be running infinite ammo on most of the weapons I have, I might still run around and pick up stuff just to show you how much time you actually have running around the whole map. Because less than 3 hours sounded really short to me, but surprisingly, I was able to get it done fairly easily. That is, of course, with some games completed, since your weapons will carry over from the previous save. So it's much easier to do it that way, because on a fresh save, you have to get all resources and all of your weapons as you would normally do it on any fresh save. But with the game's completed files, everything you've had beforehand just carries over. And I'm not sure if it only does this when you first play the game or if it's every time you start a fresh save. It didn't track my time at first. With the game's completed files, it does track your time, which can be pretty useful if you're not setting a timer yourself. So without further ado, let's just get right into it.
Gifts we gave, but more you took, she snarled.
Did you say something?
Nothing. I'll put her down. There. It's like I said to your mom. That book's too scary for you. Almost there, honey. There you go, sweetheart. Don't you worry. I'll be right downstairs. Daddy won't let those weird fairy tale monsters get you.
So pretty much the beginning of the game, you just skip a bunch of cutscenes. It's actually kind of funny, and it was a little jarring at first when I did that. Because I also, like I said before, if I didn't mention it already, the cutscenes do add on to your time. At least some of them do, if not all of them. But it's just kind of funny because you get absolutely no context of what's going on. You put your daughter upstairs and then all of a sudden you're outside in the cold. And you can barely move. And up here, if you look to the left, you can avoid the... If you look to the left of there, you can avoid the crow jump scare. Lycan's gonna run by. And soon enough, we'll be able to run.
What did all this?
At this point, you can run, and you're pretty much going to be running for the rest of the game.
Where the hell am I? What happened?
So we just skipped the cutscene of the guy that almost shot Ethan, and we fell down here
Jesus Christ.
because the Lycans attacked, and we can skip this cutscene too.
What the hell?
And I can tell this is going to be a really fun way to run through the game, because this is a really powerful gun. Come in here, grab the bolt cutters, and then we'll leave out this red door here. Some ammo there. Always come here right away to barricade. Foot's gonna fall through the step. Come up here, there's gonna be a jump scare at the window. He usually gets me there, especially if I just stand there by the window like that. It's gonna fall through, nothing's there. Now if you run down here, run back this way, and then run over here, he spawns, shoot him. Horde's over.
Is it over?
If there are any survivors out there, come to Louisa's house.
Survivors?
So you leave there and lead out left. And there's a couple up there, so just watch. Grab some more ammo in that box there. And at this point, you're going to be battling the big horde. Run in the house, grab some ammo.
Damn it.
Grab some crafting material. You can use the flour sacks to stun them. So it's best if you try to get them all in a big group. And then use the flour sacks. This way, if you do use infinite ammo, you can pick up all the resources right away that they're dropping.
There's no end to them.
Those arrows aren't coming from any lichens, because if you look up, they're just kind of falling out of the sky, and I didn't realize that until this most recent playthrough, actually. Off camera. Or off recording, I should say. So I kind of just like to hang out here during this part. Because you kind of, I think you kind of need to be around here anyway. And we just wait for Big Guy to show up, and I cannot remember his name right now. There's also an explosive barrel over there. It's recommended to do that when lichen are actually around it. Hey, you know. And the big guy is about to show up. There he is. So now that we have a really fun weapon to use, we're just going to take that hammer from you. And it's really cool because if you are able to down him, you get a good bit of points to help you get infinite ammo for your weapons. Or figures or concept art, whatever else you want to spend it on in the extras menu. So it's around this time that you want to be around here. Because the arrow's going to go through your leg or foot and then it's going to progress the game story. I'm not sure how to really activate it. There we go. So at that point you can skip again. Let me run through here.
Rose is here?
That's one of my favorite cutscenes in the game, because Ethan tells the obviously suspicious old lady it's not safe out here, and I just find that very typical of Ethan to do in a situation like that. Now what's really nice, I think they kind of meant for you to do this, hoard up all your lockpicks and then start the game up again, so then this way you don't have to come back later. What's typically in here that I found in the lockpick drawers are just more ammo. So we come up through, see that door. We need some medallions of sorts. One's in the church right there, with the portraits of everyone, the 4 lords of the village. Then the next is up here, and there's going to be some lichen in the fields. They're relatively easy to avoid. And just run past them and just run right in here. You'll just activate another cutscene. More ammo. So you just hop out that window. There's some gunpowder here. Hop up here and then hop over the bricks there. There's an outhouse. If you want to open all those and get that achievement. And then we need a screwdriver to open that to get the second medallion to let us towards the castle. Skip this. Skip that. Then we just wait in here until Louise comes and gets us.
This way.
There she is. Just let her dad attack you, and then you can just skip the cutscene. Run in here. Open the drawer, take the key. And examine for the screwdriver. And then it's time to bust out of here.
Don't worry, and try not to breathe in the smoke.
I know. Thank you, Ethan. You're kind.
Skip a whole bunch of dialogue there. And skip even more dialogue because we're skipping the cutscene.
I just don't get it.
Her father in that cutscene comes back up and comes to a little bit. So she goes back down and they both die. Short version of that. And skip that again. And then use the screwdriver over here to grab the demon crest. Is in this? Yes. Mother Miranda's out there killing someone, and we just run down this path. Back the way we came. Over the fence here. Back on the path. Old lady will be down here. You could just ignore her and then run to the stone door. And we're off to the castle.
Guess this leads to the castle. Nothing but blood and death. Huh?
Then you just come over here and pull this lever. Then Heisenberg finds you, and then we go to the mock-up Resident Evil 7 family scene. But this game's version of that. We could skip that and then escape Heisenberg's trap right away.
That's right.
Just keep running.
Run for your life. Very nice, Ethan.
You want to kind of watch when you're prompted, because if you're right against where you're supposed to examine, it won't give you the prompt to do so.
My word. You truly are as strong as they say.
Then you just come back over here. Actually, you have to go up a little bit, activate that, then come back here into this corner and just crouch.
Gotta keep Donna and Moreau entertained. So now it's time for the beautiful, blood-soaked grand finale. Nothing like fresh American ground beef.
Too close. Wait, do those freaks have Rose?
That's just money and ammo. I'm not sure if those could be different. Those might be like rusted scrap sometimes. I'm not sure what happens if I stand up in this room. I don't think in any playthrough I ever tried, and I don't want to find out. So just go through there crouched, unlock that, and we're back where Heisenberg originally found us, and we can pull the lever now. And this is where we meet the Duke.
As you wish.
So this recipe, under
Here's
Duke's
something
kitchen,
I haven't seen before.
sarmale de peste. However you say that, I probably butchered that. You need 6 fish and 1 finest fish. I'll try to remember where the finest fish is, but it's a little bit later on in the story where you get that. And the fish are relatively easy to find. But this last recipe right here permanently increases your movement speed.
Yes, I have you. Find some quality ingredients. Please come again.
So that'll also help you get the Dashing Dad achievement. So now, it's time to bear the castle. That's an example of a little mini cutscene you can't skip there.
Could Rose be here?
And you just come down in here. And then we're gonna go to the door to the left right away. Read that, and then we can skip this cutscene, and then we'll be suspended in the air. Look up to the right first. To get that hand out. And then we get the other one out.
Crazy witches. Where have they taken Rose?
So then you just run up the stairs here, and then the eye that we just got from the ring goes in this door over here. And then as soon as we try going in this door, one of the daughters is going to be trying to get us. Yep, so we can skip
I
that,
haven't cut open a man.
and then just run to the right,
Let me string you up, slice your jugular, and just
run to the left, and then
Mom,
come here.
Dad, which would you prefer?
And just run down in there.
Mounted in our hall.
Then we crouch and crawl into this room here. Lady Domitresque is looking at a bottle of wine. And it's scripted, so there's no way we can come in here and she'll chase us. She just kind of goes off camera and disappears into the void. And shoot that in both directions to open this up. Even without infinite ammo, these guys are pretty easy to run past. It's just whenever you do run past them, a good strategy, what you saw me do there, is make sure you block so they don't take a good chunk out of your health.
Can't believe Cassandra caused all this mess.
And then she's going to start chasing you here. There she is.
I hate stupid men.
You can kind of stun her a little bit and then just run up the stairs here. And then you're going to try to open this. And she's going to throw you in here. Then you can skip this.
Impertinent man!
And as soon as you skip that, she's going to be vulnerable to bullets. And then you can just shoot away at her. What's really cool though, is if you have the Magnum at this point, or Wolfsbane, however, whatever you want to call it in this game, they one-shot the daughters, which will also help you speedrun. And come over here, there's a box, grab an herb, can make some first aid med later, might be useful to you. There's a lockpick. So you grab the bottle of wine. We have to go upstairs now. And then place the bottle of wine in here. So then you can grab the courtyard key. And then another daughter is going to appear and start, yep, chasing you right around here. You could just shoot, disperse them. Then just run straight back and then to the right here. Another cutscene you can't skip. Lady Domitresque will go up the stairs here. And she just kind of disappears.
What have you done to my daughter?
And she's in that room, but there's no way for us to get in there. So then we come into here. And you just want to turn this way. Turn that this way. And turn this way. Wait for the water to drain, or blood, whatever that is. And for the door to open. And the riddle for that puzzle is right over there, on that wall.
What the hell?
You can just run past all of them too. Because they'll either come up from the water like that. They're generally easier to run past. And there's a box to the left there if you want to grab that. But then you just want to find this little mini elevator here. And once you cross here, you cannot get back to this little platform balcony area behind you. So just be wary of that. And then there's another cutscene you can skip. And you grab the Domitresque key. And then we can leave out this way, and she's going to come in the room and put us in the ground.
Go ahead, do your worst.
There's some gunpowder here. There's a box back there if you want to break it. You can skip this.
You will learn what it means to insult House Domitresque.
You could just loop around. And she's right there. Just kind of loop around again. I might have messed up here.
Don't waste my time.
She's surprisingly pretty slow here. So even if she hits you, you should be fine. And once you're in the store, you're good. You pick up that mask. She got me a little bit scared there.
Running will get you nowhere.
Honestly, that's probably one of the not so better parts to speedrun the game because it's really easy for her to catch you there. And you can't really do anything about it, unfortunately. But luckily, she's not that fast. That's probably not the case for the harder difficulties. That part's probably much harder.
Good. Man, screw this castle.
So... we can go upstairs next.
Trying to work up my appetite, are you?
So we'll come in here. This is the next Domitresk sister. Or daughter that we could take care of. And you can do these in any order. You can go back through the courtyard and do that one next. Or you could come in here and do this one next.
I was worried my sister forgot to nurse.
And then in here, you just come in to there right away. And then throw a pipe bomb at the wall there.
You broke.
And one shot.
Not get away. You're mine.
And it's done. Then you grab that off of the wall, the animal mounted skull. Because we'll need this to get out.
Crazy witch.
So you don't have to go like guns blaze it. But it does help in some parts.
So we
So then just come through the courtyard down here again. I actually went the wrong way.
finished.
It's gonna be really hard to run past sometimes. So we go through this door. Then we come down to the piano. Grab that key. And then here's a cool little trick, because normally if you go out this way, she'll come down the stairs and then start pursuing you again, but I found in one of my playthroughs, I think if you do this, if you loop back up around this way, she doesn't spawn. Yes, she does. Never mind.
See, there you are. Are you finished?
In one of my playthroughs, she did not spawn there. So then we come through here. And that's pretty funny that she just stands there. And that's why.
Finally came to see me. Everyone. I don't want to die.
Then this room's the last Domitresk sister. And that was why she stood there, I guess, so.
I'm sick of bugs.
This one's pretty easy. You just run over. This is active right away as soon as you interact with it. So then you can just start shooting her. And then a lot of the times, if you're not running infinite ammo, you could just use the resources that are available to you in the room. And it's been less than 40 minutes and we already took down all the sisters and we just need to get the rest of the masks. Which one is right here. So we have 3 of them, we just need 1 more mask. And you can kind of go, like I said, in any order of the masks. And to get the last one, we need to do this puzzle, which will open this painting up. It'll give us an access way to the roof. There's a 3rd one swinging through the wall there. 4th, and the 5th one's out there. And I did not notice about the Magnum. Shot from the Magnum is so powerful it broke through the window and hit the bell. When I use a handgun, I always need 2 bullets. See, this part's a little bit hard to breeze through without attacking anything, because sometimes they'll just kind of spawn right on top of you. Or they'll chase you a good bit. But you need to kind of just make your way around here. You can kind of run past them, make your way back here. You want to find this set of stairs. And then once you find the stairs, you can find this zip line. And just slide down, and you got your 4th mask.
Okay, I should be able to grab it.
They kind of all pile up, I notice, whenever you don't really attack them and you grab that mask, which is kind of annoying because you need to come out here and do that to the ladder so you can come down. But you don't have to climb down the ladder. This saves a little bit on time. You can just kind of drop down. Some ladders it's kind of hard to do that with, so it's better to just climb down the ladder or climb up the ladder, or you can never zoom up at any point like that, so it's just for climbing down ladders. It's better for just climbing down the ladder instead of trying to figure out how to just drop down sometimes. Just so we have them, we can make a couple first aids and use one. And then as soon as we open this door,
Stupid man thing!
she's gonna come through.
Live long, even if you run. Are you kidding?
Can stun her, run past. So you really don't need to memorize which one's which, because if you just kind of place them in here, I kind of remember what each one is now. But once you get the first one, they're generally pretty easy to remember. She can't come in here, so you're good to grab these resources if she's chasing you. And I was at 48 minutes last time I got to this part. But I think I was at 48 minutes after I defeated her, so we might cut that time a little bit down now, since we're using infinite ammo. Oh. This is the part where you can skip
Looks like you're
here.
outside. Magnum is your inside now. Son of a witch.
These boss fights ought to be fun. Because once again, if you're not running infinite ammo, it seems to be alright because they give you plenty of resources to work with during the actual boss fights. Got stuck there a little bit. Skip this. think you just run up there. You don't really need to attack her there. And then they give you even more resources up in this little room here. Then once you get to that, you pretty much, yep, you won, because you can skip that and grab her statue.
You're the one who's cursed.
And then go and grab the flask. And we did that in exactly 45 minutes and 7 seconds.
Looks like I'm getting out of this place. Rose.
So you can come in here, save. I think there's some resources. Maybe not. You can come back here with the well wheel later. There's some interesting stuff down that well. There's one gunpowder there. Is there anything under here? There's some rusted scrap there. And we can move on. Then this here is where you can get some fish for the Duke recipe to move faster.
Together as one in reverence. We call on thee.
We'll open this chest first and then grab the winged key. And then we can get out of here. And then another lichen horde is going to attack you. You can just run past them, because they can't go through the store here.
There you are. I had a feeling you...
So we need to now go to the house with the red chimney to get another part of the key so we can get the next flask. And then this combination code is... I need to look out the window again. Yep. 07, 04, 08. Jack handle. Never climb under a vehicle when it's only propped up by a jack. Ethan, I guess, doesn't know that's not safe. You go through the iron insignia door and then climb up the ladder here. Drop down here, and then climb up this ladder.
Better see the Duke again.
How was it? If you truly wish to save you.
Now we're coming up to my favorite part of the game.
What?
Ethan, come with me. There's something I have to tell you.
Mia? What's going on?
This is where the game starts slugging a little bit because for some reason Ethan can't run here.
Rose feels different. Ethan, you have to fix her.
What the hell is this?
Everyone leaves me. Even Rose. I don't want to be alone.
This can't be real.
And you can run again. Once you get to this little graveyard area.
Am I losing it?
Then you just come up here and then put in the photo.
What's going on?
So you don't go to the right first, you go through here, then the right first. That's it. And so we'll just go ahead and run straight through here. She's going to be through here. There's the flask. And she's going to take away our guns.
I've been waiting for so long. I'd make a much better daughter than Rose. Please, won't you stay with me forever?
What? Wait, where's my gun?
I like to refer to this section of the game as the amnesia section. So we're going to come up to the table, to the doll, remove the shoulder, grab the key. And we're just going to unlock that door. Then we're going to grab the winding key. And then we don't need the ring as long as you already know the code, which is 052911. And then you turn a corner to the right down here, this door is going to come open to the left. And you just go in here. This is what we need the winding key for. And then you run back down this hall, the picture to the right is going to do that. You use the tweezers to grab the piece of film out of there. It goes Rose's toy, Village of Shadows, Rose, gift, proof of love. And we grab the scissors. Phone's gonna ring, you can just ignore it though, and then run right through this room. And Mia's gonna walk to the right, a hallucination of me at least. And just wait for that door to reopen. And that's going to fall from the ceiling. I forgot about that again. So that kind of made me jump a little bit. This is one of the ladders that I can't find a way to just drop down there, so we'll just go ahead and climb down. And climb back up after you grab the key. And the most fun part of the game is about to happen. And this is a very interesting part when speedrunning. Run right through, right to the left here. Wait a little bit, and then just keep going. Once you hear the baby come, you just run through here. And go this way. Then we make our way to the breaker box. And we need to grab the relief of a child. If you're fast enough here, you still need to wait to go back. The baby is right beyond that hole there. So you just need to wait for all those noises to go away. And he's despawned, so we can come out here now. So you could do this part in one of two ways. You can just hide in here as well and wait for him to despawn again, because you're going to grab this fuse, it's going to go dark, and he's going to appear a little ways back out that way. Or you can hide under the bed and just kind of juke it around him. If you're a big baby like me, you're going to just hide until he despawns again. But I'm going to put on my big boy pants this time, and we're going to see if we could just juke it past him from under the bed. So he's going to come from here. Yep. And we're going to go under the bed here. Then just book it on out of here. As soon as you put this fuse in, he's going to spawn behind you again. We're going to run in here and hide this time. Because I do not trust the timing on that elevator back there. He's going to come in and do a little circle around here. And you just wait for him to leave the room. But he doesn't despawn though. He kind of goes out of the room and then back around the corner to the left, and he just kind of stays there once he leaves this room. So once it kind of sounds like he's farther away, you should be good. Just kind of back up into the elevator, hit that, and then this is always scripted. He always just runs up to the elevator like that. And baby's giving us the business, alright. Just screaming and wailing at us. Alright, now we're in the boss battle with Donna Beneviento. Bunch of hallucinations going on right now. The first thing we need to do is just climb up the stairs here. And she's right in here.
Fucking monster.
Then run down the stairs. She's gonna be in this corner over this way. Then lastly, she's going to be over here.
You're never going to get out of here.
Yeah, you can't skip that.
Stupid idiot! What are you doing to my cute friends?
It's over. Mia, I'll make things right. What?
Now you can skip it.
So that's who was behind all this? That makes two.
And you just wait for the door to open once you collect the second flask. On your way back, there's gonna be some zombies that spawn. You can just run past them. Shoot that down, grab some money. Shoot that down, grab some more money. And since we have the next key, we'll just go ahead and pursue to the next area. This thing's gonna come out from the left and attack us. Then we can skip that. And put this thing out of its misery. Then there's some shotgun shells in here, a box. Come around here, grab an herb. Now, if you're not running infinite ammo and can't take that thing out right away, like what I just did, you just want to climb up the ladder, let him run away. He'll just be crawling around just right out on this river here. If he's far enough over this way, you can just run past him, and he won't notice that you're there. So then you just come down here, go to the right, shoot, then come up here, shoot, get that gunk out of your way, 'cause you need to climb up this ladder. I'm not sure if the pigs will attack you if you leave them alive, but just in case if they give us any trouble, we're gonna make sure they don't. Skip those cutscenes.
Damn freak!
And then I'm gonna run this way. Moreau's gonna try to trap us in here. And we don't want to leave right away. We want to go.
How do I get out of here?
We're gonna go this way. Shoot that down so we can cross here, and then you can just walk to the left and then drop down. So you don't have to climb the ladder. And then you can just run through here. Grab boat key. And this way. So yeah, the other time I sped run this, I just ran, you could just run past them if you're quick enough after you grab that boat key. But I kind of lost where I was supposed to go there for a moment. But after you grab the boat key, you can come back and drop here, and then leave out this way. And then there's going to be some that spawn up here. Take them out if you want. But it's just probably easier to run to the boat. And this is why you need the boat key. because then you can control the boat. And then Moreau's gonna come up here and just ignore him, and then go in this cave and disembark. Skip that cutscene. And just run up this way.
What am I supposed to do? He said the exit's underwater.
Back there's if you want to see the Duke for any reason. Then you have to come up and around here. Break this crank. Doesn't work.
Seriously?
Come into here and just drop down. And then one of the most fun parts to speedrun of the game. There's some bullets there if you need them. Wait for him to cross, then go ahead.
Fish food.
And he's gonna cross here. And do that. Shoot here. Then you want to come down to this little pier sticking out, and then that yellow you see, the little tiny yellow there, shoot there. And wait for that to fall, you can just cross. We come up here and push this in the water.
Stinks.
Here's some Magnum ammo. I kind of like to hit these all a little bit here. Then just go for it. And then make sure you hit that orange one. Make sure you hit that orange one on the way too. Oh. Almost messed up there. So you can't run the whole way through. Oh. That part there is always really tricky. That part there is really tricky. Luckily, it just reloads right here, though. But you can't run straight through because he'll just get you. So he says, I'm the best. Then you kind of, yeah, you want to kind of like hug it there to the left. Then just wait until he jumps over. Then just run across. But that was our only death so far. He's gonna jump up across from there. You can drop down, get rid of that, and come up this ladder here.
Caught myself a big one. Need to get out of here.
You can shoot it from behind there to bring the ladder down. You need to climb up. Then there's some resources throughout, like there's some barrels on your way that you can hit them if you want. So then you need to come over here after you grab the crank, examine, can't climb up like that. Then you can come back here and put the crank back in. And then make a ladder there so you can climb up. It's really strange they want you to go and see the broken ladder first before it'll let you use the crank here, but I did not design the game, so go ahead and grab on here, and he's gonna jump up and try to eat us.
Okay.
Then you could turn on the power in here after you solve another puzzle. And then we're coming up to the next boss fight.
Got it.
And he just kind of wanders around here. He doesn't go after you quite yet. And then once again, if you're not running infinite ammo, you can always just use the resources around you. Especially this boss fight. And I recommend for this boss fight you use a lot of like pipe bombs and remote bombs. But this Magnum we have should do fine. This should do fine here.
I guess I gotta do this.
There's also explosive barrels around. I would use those as much as possible too to take this guy down. And there's these little like over pavilion hangs. These ceilings you can hide under whenever he does this attack. And every time he does that attack, he puts up barriers. Ooh. He did it again right away. I'd never got him to do that like twice in a row before like that. It just turns out it just takes a lot of Magnum rounds to take him down. You can use these barrels, blow him up too, once he like makes his way around you if you're just running around.
The exit's up ahead.
And then we can't come up here yet because that's the 6 wings. Which we find right here. Heisenberg tells you to go get his flask. And then we can leave here. And then this is where you face off against the Lycan and the leader of the Lycan hordes. Then I still cannot remember its name. I accidentally went the wrong way, but this is cool. I never came down here before. I found another goat. So there's a chest that's kind of chilling there when you first come out to this area, and I found out where it goes after all this area is said and done. This is where you want to go. So you want to come back in here and find the elevator. And then next we just follow the signs. Next we got some Lycan hordes coming up. And then you could just ignore them to the best of your ability if you want. And then just pull the levers. The only downside is you'll just have to wait for the door. The, not door, but like gates to open up. And then there's some resources here. Some scraps. Some ammo. Some pipe bombs.
This must be they're dead.
Lots of resources on your way up in this section. And then the more you kill too, like the more of them that you just kill and don't ignore, it's kind of like a balancing thing. The more like resources you can get from doing that as well. Dodge and all my attacks.
Okay, big guy.
Ooh. I would just go through here. Don't know if it's possible to like go through here before you take them all out. I would guess it would be, but I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to get through all of them without getting hit though too, or at least using some form of like medicine to try to brute force that. So we're gonna make a couple more heals there. You just kind of need to look around enough if you want to use the infinite ammo method, like what I'm doing now. You just kind of want to look around enough to see if you can get enough herbs and heal your way through, especially if you get hit a lot throughout your playthrough. This is a cool little scene here. You can peek through the wall, see them doing their thing. Pretty creepy and terrifying. There's a first aid med there. There's lots of ammo on the way here. And a save point. Because you're going to find the big guy here again. And you cannot advance further until you defeat him. Because your way out's right over there. But unfortunately for you...
That's not good.
You need to fight him and take him out. I was trying to see if I could take him out while he was still sitting up there. But it looks like you could do enough damage to him up there to where you just have to only hit him once or twice and then he's done. I could walk through here. This is a relatively easy area to clear out. There we are. They're all pretty much on the ceiling there, except for one of them. I think there's like 6 or 7, something like that in there. More resources. And the last flask. The last flask.
What?
It's only been a little bit over an hour and a half and we have all the flasks. And we grab more treasure. And we boat our way out of here. And I think down to the left there is just more treasure or more resources, one of those type of rooms. So we could just come up the ladder here if you're in a rush. Use the iron key to unlock that.
It's my greatest pleasure to see you return alive.
And then now we can grab the giant chalice.
What was that?
Must be busy.
Did you just say I must be busy?
What? What's going on?
And giant's chalice.
Don't worry about the kid, Ethan. It'll be fine. Ha! Just get your ass across the bridge. Ah! Ethan Winters. Welcome. I didn't think you'd make it past Daughter Moreau. But I suppose you survived worse back in America, I like you. I'd like to speak to you about Rose and Miranda. Oh, come on. Don't worry. It's not a trap.
What are you planning?
Some more resources along the way here. Grab it if you need it. And as soon as you start this part, you want to run because Propeller Dude is right on your ass. And then when you get here, go to the right and then prompt to jump down in here.
What was that thing?
If you need more resources, there's literally some, quite literally some, on your way back up here. You can come down over here. There's more rusted scrap, and there's something down here too. More rusted scrap. For this section, it could be really useful, and more metal scrap there. Could be really useful to grab all of that because there's quite a bit of enemies down here if you're running low on ammo. At this point in the game, like I was the first time I tried speed running through here, getting Dashing Dad. Box. More sniper ammo. I don't really remember by memory if the items really change or not. If it's the same difficulty but a different playthrough. I feel like they might, or they sometimes do. But I'm not sure.
This place is messed up. I've got to get upstairs.
And then I think you can get something for shooting one of them down here. Well, yeah, I was looking at the extra achievements here, or the extra like things that you can do to get more of those points to unlock extra stuff. I never knew you could do that. That's so funny. Alright. So I believe we go down this way first once we have free roam of the factory. There's some resources in here too. And we'll just take those guys out. Where's the chem fluid? There. Ah, they dropped it. But yeah, this area has a jam-packed full of resources if you need them. We're just gonna kind of skip over a lot though. Let me run down here. There's a box over here. More sniper ammo. There's a box over there. Money. I need to run through this way to grab some mold. To grab a mold for the horse relief. So that would be down this way. You don't have to fight that guy because as soon as you grab this mold and leave, he's gonna come up from the chair. But if you're quick enough, you could just run past him. You don't have to fight him. That box there requires a lockpick. So if you have a lockpick, I believe there's just sniper ammo in there. But could be something different though too. And that guy won't chase you down here, so you could just run past him. You don't have to fight him if you're running low on time. Grab that. Put it in the wall over here, and this will open up that next area for us. This is an extra bonus room, you don't need to go in there. I believe that contains the mold for the ball. What's it called? That might contain the mold for the labyrinth puzzle that's in this area. You can shoot these to make them stop. What you can also do is just time it and run past them. I'm going to assume that does damage to you if you get hit, so I would just be careful. I've never experimented, and I'm not sure if it's a one-hit kill. But as you can see, you can just kinda either run past them or time it just right so you make it stop. And shoot those glowing things there. Then you come down through this way. You can unlock that. This will give us access back to the mold maker, and we're going to need that soon. Grab pipe bomb. Blow that wall up. That's for combinable treasure, it looks like. I'm not entirely sure. I thought we had to go in there for a key item, but it looks like you could just skip that room. More resources down here. Ah, that's right. You come up here and then shoot these out. This is where the cog mold is. And then that's when this guy is going to come out. You can generally run past those guys too. They just hit hard is all. So if you feel more comfortable, if you have enough time at this point in your run, you can take them out. And if you have enough ammo, of course, too, if you're not running infinite ammo. But to just simplify things, we'll just kind of take them out as I see fit. But there are some parts that I might not try to do that. There's one part in particular coming up to where you could just run past both monster type creatures like that trying to chase you. There's some more material here. You could come back through here and then put the cog in here. You can come down this way. One's going to drop down behind you. You could just keep running. One's going to be right behind me there.
I thought we could join forces against that bitch Miranda. Truly, truly disappointing. She took me. Took us to be her children. She locked us away in the village. Decades of being forced to serve her. Can you
It's probably better if you have the pistol out here, because you could just shoot those all relatively quickly. And you don't have to kill them. And you can just keep going.
I'm not like my siblings. I want nothing more.
And there's just going to be more obstacles just kind of getting in your way here.
I need enough power to destroy her.
We'll actually bust out this pistol here, because I think there's another door coming up like that. We will get out this here.
That's the way of the world.
That's a bit of a tough guy.
You should have never refused me, Ethan.
So just run through there. It's a bit of a tough guy back that way. So we could just kind of ignore him, it turns out. Because I fought him the last time. But if you're quick enough, like I just showed you with that pistol, you could just kind of ignore them. They don't really chase after you from room to room. And he comes back, so you just gotta run. Now you just run over here and call the Duke up. And then you can climb up here after you call up that elevator. And we'll continue onward.
Got a long way to go.
And I can't figure out how to drop down there, so we'll just climb down the ladder.
Miranda thinks we're nothing but children. Oh, she doesn't care for us? No.
There's some enemies around, you can just ignore them, just run past them. There's some money here in the cage that's up to the left. And just run past this drill right through this hole here. And ignore all the enemies, and they can't come through here. I believe as soon as we walk down through here... No, not yet. Not this part. We are going to get out our sniper rifle here, and then take out that. And then there's something else. Can we... Nope, we don't have a good enough angle on that. But here's the two enemies I was talking about earlier, and I'm not going to use the Magnum at this part, just to show you that this is possible. So take those out. And there's one more we got to hit up there. Here comes that one guy. There's some resources around here too if you need them. You just gotta watch with these guys because they jump up. Like that. And they try to get in your way. You can just kind of run past them and then... If you're quick enough... Just wait. You guys just kind of stand there around the ladder and you can block them. And you don't have to take them out. You can just kind of climb up the ladder as soon as this fan stops. Just make sure you got your sniper out so you can easily hit those points there. Unless if you have a really good aim with your pistol. Then there's just more resources around. There's a map if you need it. And then here is... Yeah, this is the part here where if you don't shoot the red dot there in time, that will end in disaster for you. You can go back there if you need more resources, and there's also a goat back there if you're trying to get the warding. I think it's called the warding achievement. So then we won't go back down there. There's just some rusted scrap down there if you need it, and that goat, like I said. Then we'll just come down here and down to the right, and then we make our way to this ladder. Make our way through here. I'm gonna take this little mini elevator back up.
She'll start her ceremony with your rose. If that happens, it's all over. For your kid. And for the whole village. But don't worry. I'll stop it. I'll use Rose to kill Miranda. Poor Papa.
We come in here and grab the key mold.
Doesn't see your kid's power.
And then we gotta climb up here and call the last floor. Bring power to the last floor of the elevator. Break this box while you're waiting for the elevator, grab some more money. There's also some resources down over that way. If you want to grab more resources, you would just, you would just fall down through here. And walk across the pipe. And then we're going to go to B3. Because we need to go back downstairs to the key mold to get that key. And then back up. Just trying to see... Okay. Just preparing for like the next boss fight coming up. I have a lot of explosives that should be good for that. Oh. Oh, there we go. Not sure how I missed that. And there's one right through the door there. Let's wait for him to open that up. Make the key. And then go back up the way you came. But on our way back up, we're going to find some enemies. We're going to find some super special enemies. You can run past one of them, and then the other one's just going to be in your way, so you kind of have to deal with it. But we shall see here. Yeah, one's right here. So you can kind of run past them if you're quick enough. And the other one's going to be up the stairs here. Yeah, here comes the next one. That one you kind of have to deal with. Okay, and then we just come back into here and go back up to B1 after you get that key. And we're going to prepare ourselves with some pipe bombs now. Because this boss could be kind of a pain. Grab some resources. We'll grab this mine.
Time to die. You can hear it, can't you? Someone's waiting for you.
I don't have time for this bullshit. Out of my way!
See, this is... I really don't like this boss, and that's why. Alright. Oh.
Now stay down.
I should have just used the Magnum to begin with. Yeah, I would actually highly recommend you get as much Magnum ammo then, if that's the case. If that's all it really takes to take him down, if possible. And we've officially run out of space for picking up more items. But that's alright. So, that's the way we came in. We need to go this way. And you just run straight through here, and we do a balancing act on this little beam to get to the lever, the puller, to bring us up. Skip that. Heisenberg. Heisenberg knocks us back down. Ethan to Ethan's dismay. But no, we actually don't need to climb all the way back up this time. Because we're about to run into an old friend. Chris Redfield shows up, knocks us over, and then catches us up to why this is all happening. And we're gonna climb in this.
Composite, huh? Time to fight fire with... I'm coming, Rose.
Climb in that, and then come into here. Then we proceed with one of the final boss fights. I really like this boss fight. This boss fight's really fun. We have to blow our way out of here. There we go.
You're like a goddamn cockroach.
As soon as he appears, you could just start shooting.
This'll be like
You gotta shoot his glowing points where it's glowing orange.
Your coats will be another addition to my army. Trying to test this baby out. Coward, in the face of my steel glory. Guess I do have to tag that bitch. I'll kill her with the power she gave me. That's what I call being a good son. I felt spending years in enough bitches from villages where nothing but a bunch of worthless peons. I'm a goddamn freedom! I'll use your cute to become more powerful than ever! I need more! The clock is ticking!
There we go.
That boulder punching asshole! But you're first!
Alright, and then at this point, we're gonna grab the tank Gatling gun thing in midair and blow him up. Can we skip? No, we cannot. We cannot skip this either. And I think he just kind of does it by himself. I don't think I do anything here. Yep.
This can't be the end for me! I must kill her!
Alright, just a little over 2 hours, not bad. At this point in the game, because now we're going to be playing as Chris Redfield. For basically the last, like, eighth of the game. Except we do go back as Ethan for a little bit.
Share your screen, and I'll go over
My team and I were careless.
Been a while since
Okay.
we fought together, Captain.
This part doesn't take too long.
Desert.
Doing nothing but recon's gotten me out of
About
shape.
20 to 25 minutes left in the game, I'd say.
Want to hurt you, turn yourself to Mia, though. Taking 5 shots to the head's nothing to sneeze at either. Spooky.
Everyone watch for hostile bioweapons.
Roger.
Made contact with a group of hostile bioweapons.
There's more than we know. Watch out.
Western route is clear. Moving out.
Roger that.
BSAA craft spotted. 2 guards. I can take 'em.
Don't get cocky.
Can't skip that.
What the hell is that thing? It's all eutamicete.
That's probably where Miranda is. Let's go. Large mutated
Big
bioweapon
one.
sighted.
The mold may be releasing infectious particulates. Hey, keep your mask, son. I'm at the location preparing for support fire. Might be a minute.
Roger.
Tundra here. Leaving some supplies in one of the houses, Captain. Help yourself.
Umberise, I need some backup.
I see you. 200 to the right. I've never heard of a eutamicete colony getting so huge. Hey, I get eyes for you, boys. Keep going. She thinks she died and gone.
It's possible, but it's hard as hell to brute force your way through that, because they all just kind of just start spawning on top of you.
Roger that, boss.
This part can also be a little annoying, but once you got past here, you pretty much got it.
Reloading now. Just a minute. This is swarm headed that way. Okay, Captain. I'm reloaded. Ready when you are. Mold is rapidly expanding. There must be something stimulating. Hold your horses. I'm reloading.
Just kind of run around.
I'm reloaded. Where should I point next?
Oh,
BSA guys engaging the bioweapons. You're right, Captain.
Okay.
They must be after the megabytes.
as long as they don't hit me with an arrow, I should be good. There we go.
Looks like it's about to collapse. Prepping the next round. Just a sec. It's that.
Come on, we can do it. We can do it. Wait. Oh, it's so close. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Come on. We were so close at one time. Come on. Alright, there it is.
Good. Megamycete must be below. I found a way down. I'm going in. The rest of you stay back.
Captain, I compared the mold in the village with a sample from the bakers, and there's no sign of the genome editing we saw in the E-series. The stuff originated here.
Alright. They just need to take him out.
Huh? Damn it, I'm getting nowhere. Lobo, I got a tough guy here. I'm gonna need backup.
Boss, you're on the ground.
There's an opening in the roof. Use it.
Okay, I'm moving out. Hold until I get there.
Okay, we'll equip these.
I'm over here, boss.
Good. I'll signal with the locator. Nice. Thought so.
Reloading now. Just a minute. Okay, Captain. I've reloaded. Ready when you are.
So if you just kind of hover close to him and block as soon as he's starting to like kind of swing around is how I'm doing this right now, and just kind of go for his back. Then once you okay, once you kind of got him on the ropes a little bit, not really though, can get a nice clean shot.
Hold your horses. I'm reloading.
Hostile bioweapon.
There we go.
I'll keep
Giant
going.
crystal
The
mace.
rest of you, stay above ground.
We come down here, and then we find the Megamycete.
Further use for her. I don't get any of this. How did Miranda even know Rose exists?
A moldy little bird told her, maybe?
We can figure that out later. Focus on the plan. I found it. It's the Megamycete.
We can skip that.
I have eyes on Miranda at the ceremony site.
Keep your distance. Do not move until I give the order.
I know it's too late now, but we really should have told Ethan the plan.
There wasn't time. We didn't expect Miranda to act so soon.
Even so, you should have told him.
Yeah.
But the job is the job is hard enough without civilians getting involved. Here's your information dump. And then we come in here and we see a familiar face. It's Mia. But we're gonna skip that and then do a bunch more of skipping some cutscenes, and then we'll be on our way to the last boss battle of the game. And we're only 2 hours and 18 minutes in. They kind of just walk around after you skip that for a little bit until Evelyn shows up.
How did I get here?
But even though I didn't have a clear, straight path for the whole game, and I kind of got lost and forgot exactly where to go a little bit there at some parts, it just goes to show how much time you actually have trying to formulate a path and try to get a general gist. And I did this first too without infinite ammo, and I had about 10 minutes to spare. It looks like now I'm gonna have about a half hour to spare, since I was using infinite ammo for pretty much the whole game. And at this point we can skip. There's a big plot twist there that ties back into the 7th game. And then once we come to, we can skip this as well.
I gotta go.
Like, we'll be needing that, but you know, some more resources here if you need it. Sniper ammo, all that good stuff. I'm gonna trust we don't need any more first aid than we do.
Duke's Emporium has everything you need for your decisive battle.
We are gonna sell off all of this stuff though. Might as well sell some of this ammo. We really don't need it, do we?
Oh, the assemblage of life and machine. I can feel Lord Heisenberg's. And please, be well.
Thanks.
All right. We're 2 hours and 20 minutes in, and we're already at the final boss. So at the very least, you will know this is more than possible if you hadn't looked up other YouTubers doing this already.
Out of my way.
But just so everyone is aware that does watch this as well, I haven't watched anyone else really play this game. At least I haven't watched like anyone else try to speedrun it. And you... Oh, okay. Thanks. Get... Come on. You can, if you're not an idiot like me, you can just run past all of them. But I was too slow. But normally, yeah, you don't have to shoot them. You can just run past them.
You fulfilled your purpose, Mr. Winters. You disposed of my false children and awakened the glorious Megamycete. Now, please do not worry for little Rose. I assure you I'll provide her with true happiness. So now you can die peacefully.
not letting you get away.
And I like to bring the shotgun out here, in this part where it goes dark, and just kind of wait for her to appear. As soon as she appears, shoot, block, and shoot again. And just repeat.
The hell I will.
Shoot, block, back up, shoot again. As she goes in the ground. Shoot, back up, block, shoot again. Shoot, back up, block, shoot again.
If I combine Rose with
And hide behind the tree here.
will be made manifest at last. I've waited a century.
And then once these trees come down, there's usually some ammo that spawns if you're running low.
After all, everyone dies.
Like the handgun ammo that just appeared there, and she just, oh boy, oh god, she just pummeled me.
So close to death.
There we go. Then once you do enough damage to her, you're on the final stretch of the battle.
To ensure I never see your face, I will feed you.
And just attack her. Just wait for the prompts. And we pretty much have done it. We have speedrun the game. And as long as you do it in under 3 hours, you will get the Dashing Dad achievement. And for some reason, notifications won't pop up for me when I get achievements anymore. And I'm not sure why. It might just be a setting that I just might have turned off by itself just for this game. So I'm not sure when you actually get the achievement. So it might not be until like the end title card where it shows you your completion time. But we can go ahead and skip this. We're at 2 hours and 23 minutes. So the infinite ammo helped me cut off at a half hour of time. So then we'll just skip those final cutscenes there. We'll skip the grown-up Rose cutscene. Father's story is now done. And what is our time? Two hours, 24 minutes, and 15 seconds. That's the fastest that I've personally done it. And I look forward to maybe trying that in different ways, like trying it on a fresh save, see how fast I can complete the story on a fresh save. That ought to be challenging. See if I can do that under 3 hours, considering I pretty much did an already loaded, completed save the first time I got Dashing Dad. And I only had 10 minutes to spare, so a fresh save ought to be a challenge. What I might focus on now is replaying the game with headphones, because I did that for a little bit. I did that at the baby monster part, and I'm very upset that I did not first play this game with headphones, because that's a way to make this game scarier, that's for sure. And I think I'm just going to try to focus on higher difficulties and trying to get other achievements, like reading all the files. I missed 2 files somewhere. Don't know where those are. I missed about 6 or 5 of the goats that are still around the map. There's only 10 outhouses that I can open up for another achievement. Missed some of those somewhere. But yeah, that's how you do Dashing Dad, and you have a lot of time to spare if you want to explore other areas. You just can't take too long, but again, this is me doing it with infinite ammo. Without infinite ammo, only on my 3rd playthrough of the game. I got it in 2 hours and 48 minutes, so I had 10 minutes to spare, so it's more than doable. Relatively simple achievement, especially if you've sped run other Resident Evil games in the past. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and for more Resident Evil content, stay tuned.